go home to thy friends and tell them how great things the Lord has done for thee, and he had compassion on thee. And he departed and began to publish in Decapolis how great things Jesus had done for him, and all men did marvel. Look at somebody, will you? Tell them, neighbor, there's a story behind this man's glory. And so our pastor want to talk from the thought, the testimony of a crazy man. God bless you. Be seated. The testimony of a crazy man. You may not admit it, but many of us are guilty, and many of us have not or have been misunderstood, because folk have a tendency of judging us, not only now, but they see where we are, but they don't really know where we have come from to get there. They see what you got and don't know how you got it. They see how you look, but they don't see the route that you took to get there. They see. They don't know, but they see. They don't know the pain that you've endured or what you've went through to get where you are. And permit me, if you will, just to put a comma there. That's why it's not nice to be envious of folk. That's why it's not good to be jealous of folk, because you and I don't know the roadmap that they have to follow in order to get where they are. And how no better way to see that, y'all, than to look at Mark chapter number 5, because a brother he's dressed up. A brother he's well groomed. In fact, if he was here today, sitting or standing among us, y'all, he'd be wearing a nice suit. He'd be wearing a nice tie. He would be manicured or pedicured with his hands and with his feet. He'd have a fresh haircut. He'd be speaking intelligently to us. He'll be respected, and he'll be respectful. He would have good morals and good manners. In fact, you probably want him to be a role model for your children, and he would definitely be a witness too. But the reality of his life is he wasn't always that way. No. Because his life story was one of, look at somebody and tell him he was not nice. Go with me, if you will, for the Bible declares, y'all, that Jesus do not see him for who he is. Jesus does not see him for what he was. Aren't you glad today that he sees us not for what we used to be, but he sees us for what we can become? I'm glad to report to somebody here this morning that he sees Abrams, and not Abrams, but he sees Abrahams. He can see, prostitutes, not as prostitutes, but as missionaries on the streets of Samaria. He can see, y'all, Simons, not Simons, but he can see Simons